The night air in Tuscaloosa carried a buzz of anticipation, the kind only college football can conjure. Fans packed Bryant-Denny Stadium, decked out in crimson and white, confident that Alabama would add another chapter to its storied legacy. The Tide, led by a disciplined defense and a relentless offense, had dominated opponents all season. Their reputation preceded them, an almost unstoppable force, a program synonymous with excellence. Across the field, the Oklahoma Sooners entered as underdogs, aware that every play mattered, every moment could define them. Few could have predicted the drama that would unfold, a game that would not just challenge expectations but rewrite the narrative of the season. From the first whistle, it was clear that this would not be a routine game. Oklahoma's defense, often criticized for inconsistency, displayed an intensity rarely seen in a mid-November clash. They disrupted Alabama's rhythm, forcing uncharacteristic turnovers that rattled the Tide's usually composed quarterback. The crowd, initially brimming with confidence, began to feel the tension rise as the Sooners seized momentum. Each tackle, each sack, each interception seemed to echo louder than the last, a statement that Oklahoma had come to play, not just to compete, but to conquer. Alabama, to their credit, responded with the precision expected of a top-4 team. Their offensive line adjusted, shoring up gaps and protecting the quarterback, while the running backs found holes to exploit. Yet, for every yard gained, Oklahoma answered with defensive brilliance. It was a chess match on the gridiron, with coaches and players making calculated moves, adapting in real time, each strategy countered with meticulous execution. The score reflected the intensity, a seesaw battle where neither team could afford a single mistake. By halftime, the game had already etched itself into the memory of those watching. Oklahoma led, a fact that seemed impossible at the start, and Alabama's fans felt a rare unease. Analysts predicted an Alabama resurgence in the second half, citing depth, experience, and home field advantage. But Oklahoma was not just defending a lead. They were dictating the pace, exploiting weaknesses, and showcasing the kind of resilience that legends are made of. Every tackle, every yard, every point scored seemed to carry a sense of destiny, as if the Sooners were rewriting the story the experts had preordained. As the third quarter unfolded, the tension became almost tangible. Alabama tried to assert control, driving down the field with urgency, but Oklahoma's defensive line held firm. The Sooners' cornerbacks shadowed receivers like phantoms, disrupting passes and forcing critical errors. Each turnover was a dagger to the heart of Alabama's momentum, each defensive stop a surge of adrenaline for the Sooners. The stadium, once a sea of confident cheers, was now a mix of nervous anticipation and awe. College football in its purest form was on full display, a battle of strategy, skill, and sheer willpower. In the final minutes, the drama reached a crescendo. Alabama, desperate to reclaim dominance, orchestrated drives that tested Oklahoma's composure. Every snap, every pass carried the weight of potential victory or defeat. But Oklahoma's discipline never wavered. Their special teams executed flawlessly, their defense remained impenetrable, and their offense struck with precision when it mattered most. When the final whistle blew, the scoreboard read a shock to the system: Oklahoma 23, Alabama 21. The underdog had triumphed, and the world of college football had been reminded why no prediction is certain when talent meets determination. The significance of this victory extends far beyond a single game. For Oklahoma, it was more than an upset, it was a statement. Programs often measured by expectations were suddenly reminded that legacy alone cannot dictate outcomes. Preparation, execution, and belief, the qualities that defined this game, became the blueprint for future success. For Alabama, the loss was a rare blemish, a humbling experience that exposed vulnerabilities even in the strongest teams. The Tide would analyze, adapt, and emerge stronger, but the shock of this defeat would linger, a testament to the unpredictable beauty of college football. Social media exploded with reactions, with fans, analysts, and even casual observers weighing in. Memes, highlight reels, and analytical threads dominated timelines. Some marveled at Oklahoma's defensive masterclass, others at Alabama's inability to close the game. Sports commentators dissected each play, each strategy, each critical decision. The consensus was clear: this was a game that would be studied for years, a perfect example of how heart, preparation, and courage can defy expectations. Yet, beyond strategy and statistics, this game resonated because of the human stories it told. Every tackle, interception, and touchdown carried the hopes and dreams of players, coaches, and fans. The Sooners' victory symbolized the triumph of perseverance, the validation of hard work, and the joy of seizing the moment. For Alabama, it was a reminder that greatness demands constant adaptation, that even the most dominant programs can be challenged, and that humility often accompanies the pursuit of excellence. As analysts look forward to the college football playoff implications, Oklahoma's win reshapes the landscape. The Sooners have positioned themselves as serious contenders, capable of competing at the highest level. Alabama, though temporarily humbled, remains a powerhouse, their resilience and legacy ensuring they will return with renewed vigor. The narrative, however, has shifted. The notion that any game can be won through dominance alone has been challenged, and the magic of college football, unpredictable, thrilling, and emotionally charged, has been celebrated once again. In retrospect, the Oklahoma versus Alabama matchup serves as a microcosm of what makes sports so compelling. It wasn't just a game, it was a story of strategy, skill, and heart. It reminded fans why they watch, why they cheer, and why they invest in the drama of competition. In the end, Oklahoma's triumph was a testament to the idea that preparation meets opportunity, and when those forces collide, legends are born. College football thrives on moments like these, moments that transcend scores and statistics. The Sooners' victory over Alabama will be remembered not merely as an upset, but as an illustration of the enduring spirit of the sport. It encapsulates the excitement, unpredictability, and sheer intensity that fans crave. For every player, coach, and fan involved, it was more than a game. It was a defining experience, a narrative that will be retold in seasons to come, and a reminder that in football, as in life, nothing is guaranteed, and everything is possible.